So it is freaking freezing today. And I'm bored. Nothing to do. Can't seem to find any decent entertainment. Been hiding underneath in my cocoon for the last 2 hours. It's just so bloody cold. Hi, Kai. It just it's been warm for the last 5 days. It's been raining today a little bit, and then the temperature dropped from 0 degrees to -27 right now. So getting used to that kind of drop is hard. And I've been hiding in my little blanket cocoon for the last few hours, but I can't do it anymore. I'm losing my mind. I've been planning out what vegetables to grow, where to grow them, figuring out the plotting and everything, and I'm bored, so I'm here to talk to you guys. Hey, NLP. Yeah, no, I've been doing a lot of planning. Uh, I know there's a few things I want to grow in on there. One are potatoes, and if you look them up, they're called the Jerusalem. Well, they're a tuber, Jerusalem tuber, or Jerusalem artichoke. They're like a potato. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, that one sucked. That one sucked. It was funny. I got a decent story out of it. I still thinking of him. Just think of that guy walking through the woods. What's the last thing you're gonna expect to hear? Someone singing, "I'm pooping, I'm pooping, I'm pooping on the front lawn." Man, I wish I could have saw his face. I'm trying to stay warm. At least this is gonna be the last one. I'm looking forward to Monday. That's when. So we didn't get the GoFundMe into my account yet. It's coming in Monday by 2 p.m. Monday is the day I pay for the land, and things start to move. Hopefully, I'll be in there very soon. Coca, cocoa beans, or coca, the cocaine. Because I don't need the cocaine. Yeah, man. No, I'm gonna be Jerusalem artichoke. They look like ginger, like they're a root vegetable, much like a potato. They look like ginger. They're really good flavored. I'm gonna be growing that. I know I've got to grow three types of cabbage because I love cabbage, and I'll definitely do one garden of the three sisters. So that's corn, beans, and a squash of some sort. Freaking freezing my ass off. Bree, it's a very small one. It's only 20 foot. Literally, it's a one-room camper. The bed is at the back, and I'll be removing the benches to put in more of an office and entertainment area for myself. But it's small, but it's what I need. Francis, actually, you probably could. You could probably get some right next to me. They, I'd have to get you in touch with them, but it's not a hard process. Oh, definitely got to do potatoes. Definitely got to do potatoes. We're you're in Canada. Are you in Canada, Francis? That's the point. That's why I wanted a smaller dwelling. It's a lot. Ontario, please say Ontario. Well, in all honesty, if you send me an email, I'll send you the contact information for the for everything. And yeah, you could easily get the land for it. Again, a half an acre of land, $5,000. In fact, I would even let you come up to visit first so you can check it out. If you plan it right, like I searched far and wide to find a trailer. The trailer I got is just over $1,000. It's gonna need a little bit of work, but it's gonna do my purposes fine. The major cost is the land and the power. Oh yeah, so you're only 8 hour drive away. Yeah, definitely. If you email me, I will send you to a link where you can apply with them. I'll send you, and yeah, I'll. If you are going to give them the money and buy it, and you get in, I will show you where my plot is. You can even get a plot right next to mine. I'm not going to build a roof structure. I'm going to keep it pretty much as is. I might build something over it to collect water. I'm staying in Ontario, just going 4 hours north of Sudbury. Oh, I can always tar it, but the camper itself is old. It doesn't leak. It's in great shape. I posted a picture on the Discord and on the as a public post. It's an old Shasta. It will definitely send me an email, and I'll send you all the information. It is something that's actually doable, and with the way everything is going, it is manageable. You can easily get work because there's so much remote work out there. You just need, a place to actually do the remote work. So you could even get a job at the insurance company I'm going to be working at, or something else. It's actually feasible, and a one-time payment for the land license, no bills again forever. It's doable, and I think they're even accepting people on social assist, social, uh, social assistance. Oh, I'll figure something out. Like I'm pretty good with repairs. I'm going to be doing a lot to it. I'll make sure it stays sealed. If there are leaks, I will fix the leaks as they happen. Rika, North Bay, keep going north. From North Bay, it's still like 4 hours from North Bay. Try Iroquois Falls. In fact, I'm going to be in North Bay when I move. The day before I move, I've got to go to North Bay to meet the person that's helping me deliver the trailer. Oh, hey, I've got the job. I've been guaranteed the job for a bit. I've contacted the people very recently just to touch base, and they're going to once I got to get them the address for them to send the equipment to. But once I do that, they'll send it to my mailbox. Uh, Zero. I've been using about a dozen different sleeping bags, and I just got the cheap sleeping bags and the quilts and stuff from Walmart, the cheapest ones I could find, and I use like 14 of them. And sleeping pads. Underneath me, I bagged leaves so it's nice and squishy. Oh, again, once I've got set up and the weather gets nice, I ask me and I'll probably let you come up for a visit. And yeah, you can come check it out. I'm open to having people up. I just don't want to give the address location out to the world. So if that's the case, you can email me. We'll talk, and we'll set up a time where you can come to visit. I'm hoping so, Grim. It's possible. It's very possible, but I don't know. Hopefully before the 23rd, that'd be awesome. I would love that so much. I don't want to spend my birthday in the freaking cold. Not many people yet. There is a small, when I say a small community, I'll be the seventh family up there. Just look near Iroquois Falls. That's what the land looks like. It's a guarantee for April. It all depends on the guys up there if they can clear out enough snow for me to back the trailer into, get the trailer backed into. And I've spoke to they just bought a tractor for the community, so I'm talking to him, and they're gonna clear out a nice strip of the land so I can plant my gardens. Again, I've got in my mind, I've already got it all plotted out. I know what I'm gonna grow. Lots of corn. Gonna do the three sisters, so squash, beans, corn. Gonna have to do some peppers, cabbage, and potatoes and different kind of tubers. I'll start an asparagus patch, but that'll take a year before it's harvestable. And yeah, I've got a lot of work, things to do. I'm gonna even when I'm there, I've got the solar, but I'm gonna build a setup for the solar. I I'm gonna build solar racks, but out of harvested wood. Like I'm gonna cut some young trees down and build a solar rack out of young trees. I'm gonna have to clear the area out for the farm, for the veggie gardens anyway. So I might as well make use of the materials that I take away, and that's the plan at least. I'll be doing a lot in the first month. Uh, ooh. A I'm gonna make a. I guess you'd call it a bread oven or a medieval style pizza oven. I've got the plans in my head for it too. Like I guess you'd call it a mud oven, where you take some sand, you wet it, and you build like a dome shape with an entrance like for a pizza oven, and then you wrap like cloth or paper over it. You clay over that, then you clay grass mixture over that, and a clay mixture over that, and you make like I think it'd be an earth oven. So that'll be another thing. That's something I want to make it. I want to make it big enough to do a pizza in. I'd like to make an oven. I'd like to grow some wheat. I'd like to make a pizza from scratch and make the oven from scratch and harvest the wood, do everything myself, even the sauce, 100% homemade pizza. And welcome, Michael. Earthen oven, is it? Yes. Yeah, actually, I want to grow a lot of that. I've got a half an acre. That is a lot of land. That is a lot of land for one person. If I plant it out properly, I can grow enough vegetables where I'll be happy. I can grow all the cabbage I want. And again, it's a very prolific growing plant. It's called I think it's the Jerusalem artichoke. It's a tuber like a potato, so you're taking the roots. It's like the roots. It looks like ginger, and it's more prolific growing than potatoes, and it's easy to grow anywhere. You just have to harvest it all before. If your ground freezes, you have to harvest it. The best thing about it is you can store it indoors, and you just take like a box full of sand, you store them in that, and they'll keep all year. Yeah, the Three Sisters. I'm going to use the Three Sisters method to do some corn. I don't know what kind of squash I want to make though. Right now, I have a usually have a campfire out there, but it's the snow has been up to my bloody neck for a while. But yeah, all this is happening. This is actually happening. I'm going to be moving up there because of you guys. Uh, my mods made a GoFundMe and it was incredibly successful. It is, as of right now, 81% complete. The rest of it is just to make sure I can get transportation and supplies and make sure I have medication for a few months until my medical insurance kicks in from the new job. And holy crap, it's been amazing. 81% in 2 weeks. And if you want to see a link for that, I can't give it to you, but it is on my bio. Oh, Brian, love you too. Don't worry. I don't care if you meant it in a gay way. Anyways, I would be flattered. I don't I don't have any. I don't. I'm not one of those kind of people that Get offended by, oh, that's gay. What? Fuck you. What's wrong with gay? I don't give a shit. What you got problems. If you get offended by saying someone's, if you're so insecure in your masculinity that that offends you or you got to defend yourself, man, maybe you got some deep, dark secrets you're hiding. Hey, platypus. I think it's more manly to be able to admit, like, hey, to be able to just take a fucking compliment. Like, if another man hit on me, like, hey, man, you sexy. I'm not going to be like, I got to punch you in the face now, bruh. I'm going to take it as a compliment and say, why, thank you. I don't swing that way, but hey, if I did, you're up next. Yeah. It's been 15 days now since without the nicotine. I'm still using the non-nicotine stuff. All the coils are burnt, and I think I'm done with that now too. You ever drink, Brian? Are you okay, Brian? You been drinking, Brian? I think Brian might be a little bit intoxicated. Don't worry, everybody's welcome here, mate. Everybody's welcome. We don't discriminate here. We've only got 4 rules, and they're quite easy to follow. Don't be sexist, don't be racist, don't be homophobic, and just don't be a dick. He's intoxicated. So yeah, the plan is when I'm on the land, I'm going to be very intoxicated that first day. We're going to do a nice big live stream. I will make sure to pick up like 6 beers and get myself completely destroyed, even though it takes 4 to get me completely destroyed. I'll bring them with me, and we'll do a live stream in the new living room I will set up, and it'll be a great old time. It'll be the first live stream there. We'll do a tour. Hopefully, get a campfire going on the land, but I have to build a pit first. I'm not a drinker, Brian. I'm such a lightweight. Just 4 beers and I'm destroyed. It depends what beer I get. If I'm drinking a dab, it takes me 1. Truth with Trevor, I got sick. I was in construction. I got sick. Started having seizures. They took all my driver's licenses away. Can't operate a machinery. Can't do that job. Kept having seizures. They didn't know what was wrong. I was on EI for a bit. Brutal divorce. I'm not going to go into about the wife, but that was horrible. Fought for disability. Fought for a while. Ran out of money. Didn't want to screw over the landlord after the divorce, where the place I was staying. Didn't want to screw the guy over and be like, I'm squatting here now, but I couldn't pay the guy, so I made a deal with him. I told him I'd leave, just give me my deposit back. He did. I left. That was September 29th, 2023. Spent that year in Toronto right until near the summer when I came out to Sudbury where I found some work. I tried to find work in Toronto. Did not work, did not work, did not work. Tried everything. They won't hire you. And came out here, found something that was okay. That kept me going. Got diagnosed with multiple sclerosis back in August. And yeah, that's about it. I gave you the really fast cliff notes. I've sold that story so many times, it's getting annoying. McKinley. I have a job, Trevor. I work. It's going to be hard to get a job if your ID says no fixed address. But I've been working at a an outdoorsy type store for the last what June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, 10 months. Good night, Mark. And how you doing? But yeah, it's been a what I'm looking forward to not being in a tent when it's negative like 20 something out. Well, even then, like that's fantastic. I Brian, I've done bottle collecting. What I would do when I was in Toronto, I'd go through the park areas on usually a Sunday because they would go have fires and parties there. Clean up the area. While I'm doing that, I'd pick up the empty bottles and cans, the alcohol containers, throw them in my bag, pick up all the garbage in the area they'd leave, do a good deed, and then walk out with $40. Brian, it's not possible at the moment. It was raining today, so everything is wet. Plus, there's too much snow. Like on the ground, there is about 2.5 feet of snow up here still, and I'm deep in the bush. I wish I could have campfires. I love my campfires. It's just unfortunately not feasible at the moment. Oh, it's nice that things are changing, and I know it's something I couldn't have done on my own now. It's changing because of this community. I think I have the single greatest community on the internet, and the mods are great people. Ask Jeremiah how many nights him and I have sat up together just shooting the I don't just shoot, yeah, that's okay. That's shooting the shit, just talking and keeping each other sane. Sometimes I guess it's not just Jeremiah. It's also Cornish and more. Uh, heck, I think the more Jeremiah and myself is set up for what at least a week total worth of time just playing games, talking. Same with Cornish. Uh, I didn't think I was going to get out of the situation easily. I thought it was going to take a lot more time. And the way I wanted to put it is you guys, this community hasn't just given me my life back. You not just helped me get back on my feet, not just helped me get a job, but you've also given me a home, a forever home. And that's the biggest thing is like because of you guys, I'll be able to work at a job that I'm physically able to do. And it comes with insurance, so my medication bills are going to be gone. And have the opportunity to give back and help somebody else out in hopefully the very near future. Like, I see maybe in a few months' time, I'm settled down and I've put up a bunkie or a secondary tiny home, and someone comes to me, they need some place to be for whatever reason, and I've got a spot for them, a place for them to be, and help them, and that's something that makes me feel really good. I will be able to help somebody. Hey, I didn't know Discord either before the Discord was made. Cornish made the Discord. Come where? Where are you, Brian? I'm going up north where everything is guaranteed, and as of Monday, it'll be mine. I'm not going to New Brunswick. I'm not going to New Brunswick. I've got something guaranteed up here in Ontario. Yep, 48 hours. That's the best part. I like the trailer. It's very small, but I like small. The only thing I want it is to be able to stand up in it. I've already got a plan of what I'm going to do with the inside. I've got to find a wall to use. There's not many walls, but I need a wall for the faces. I'm going to take a picture of every single person who donated, and it's going to be on a wall somewhere in there. There is one project I want to work on. Is there's a bench seats in the trailer. They take up a lot of room. I want to get underneath them and unscrew them from the trailer and take them out. I don't want them in there. I'm going to use them for benches around my fire pit that I'm going to put in. And in that spot where they were, I've already found on Kijiji a chair I can get for $30. It's ugly, it's old, and I love it. Like, it's one of those older, like, one of those armchairs that your grandfather would sit on. Like those big, cushy, comfy ones. And, like, it's old. I'm gonna look them up and get that and use that for my main chair in my in the trailer. Where found that one? The one that is official is the one that I'm going for is founded on Kijiji. If you set the parameters right, you can find very good deals. It's older. The inside needs work, but it's good. Yeah, I'm never gonna live that short down. Hey, Blake. Yep, things are finally like really changing. Never a hammock. It's changed a lot. Day one, I've changed my shelter like a lot since I've been out here. I can actually tell you every single shelter I've been in. Day one, I had a one-person tent. I moved around every single day. That was when I was in Toronto. I would set down, pack up, and go every single day. I did that for about a couple months. I set up in one spot and left it for like 15 minutes at nighttime to go use the bathroom. Came back and it was slashed to ribbons. It was gone. Then it was another tent that somebody gave me. His name was Gary, where I set up, and that also got destroyed by. There was a group of people walking through the areas, destroying homeless people's camps and stuff. It happens. It is what it is. After that, I got another tent and I went back to moving around every single day, packed that up, and I made my way to Niagara Falls where I stayed in, like, hitchhiked down to Niagara Falls. Didn't stay long. Couldn't find any work there. Came back for Christmas of 2024 where I stayed in a tent that I had made into a bit of a shack shelter that got pushed down on top of me, cut it out, rebuilt it, put it somewhere else. Came back one day and it was gone. Went from there into this, I'm going to call it a hut or a shack that somebody I knew built, Gary. Stayed there for a bit until I left Toronto, where I came up to Sudbury to this spot in this tent for like a month or two until I found another spot that had already had a shack built on it that I started cleaning up. Stayed there for like a week or two until someone came by and knocked it down and came back to the spot. James, it's going to be soon. Very, very, very soon. I'm hoping. I've got to talk to the people who are managing the land. I've got to talk to them, see if it's possible to open a spot up sooner. And yes, that's the goal. Once we're there, we're going to do a live stream and we're going to all sit down and have a party. Might even do it on the Discord. I'll stream the Discord. I'll make an open lobby where y'all can jump in on video call and we can have a good old chat. But yeah, the GoFundMe is still live. Last I checked, it was like 81%. You can find a link in my YouTube bio. Or if Jeremiah here would be so kind to post it, I'll pin it. You can check it out. Don't feel pressured, but right now we're at the goal where all the big things are taken care of. The most important things, one, so I can, the land, the place to live, power, and the internet so I can work the job that I've got are taken care of. Now it's just things like making sure I have a medication until my drug plan kicks in. It's all the little stuff. So if you want, it's there. It's still up, but don't feel pressured. And I appreciate everybody who has donated. I appreciate the mods for going out of their way and making it, and not only making it, but basically forcing me to, like, tying me down and kicking me in the ribs until I accepted the help. Because I am a stubborn SOB sometimes. Oh, thank you, Brian. Oh, other Brian McKinley. Are you good, man? I, I wish there's something I could do for you. It seems like you're going through a lot right now, Brian. I'm not trying to be insulting when I say this, but it does seem like you might be in some sort of crisis right now. I think I just want you to know it's an okay thing to call a crisis hotline. That's why they're there. They do help people. I hope you consider calling them. It might help you out. I'm not. I'm being 100% sincere when I say that. It's out of concern. What will I miss, John? The one thing I would miss, John McKinnon, is probably the animals and the deer. Well, Brian, you might have them, but sometimes it's still okay to call in an emergency like this when you need somebody to talk to. Exactly. It's not weakness to reach out and ask for help. In fact, it's a hard thing to do, and you're a strong person for reaching out for help. And now we got the queso stuff. Here we are having a bloody deep conversation, and then I get called queso. Oh, oh! I think the day before I leave, I'll do a stream. I'm gonna shave my head and beard that day. There ain't gonna be a single hair left on my head. Which raccoon story? I've got a lot of them. Like the one I bopped them in the nose, or the one that I got him right between the eyes with a spray bottle, like Cordis recommended, with piss in it. It does not look good. It's everywhere. I need a good shave, and I'm missing hair up here. I'm gonna. It's kind of one of those things. At every major turning point of my entire life, I think I've shaved my head. In fact, yeah, that's actually really true. That is 100% true. Like, the in every single turning point of my life, I have shaved my head. The day I was going out in the apartment, I was leaving the apartment and gonna be homeless. I shaved my head. Fuck. The day I started my apprenticeship, I shaved my head. The day before I got married, I shaved my head. The day before my divorce was finalized, I shaved my head. Holy crap. I'm definitely gonna have to shave my head that day. And my beard. No, I'm gonna go hairless. Might even do my eyebrows. Well, anyways, guys, my hands are starting to get cold. I'm gonna be in the Discord. Francis, I'm gonna go ahead and send you the email I said I would. And I want to get my hands warm. I'm starting to get cold out of the cocoon. So you guys have a great night, and we'll talk again soon. And the Discord's there. Take care, everybody. Oh shit, it's cold.